Packer Punch, a very distinctive feature of our current Terraria playthrough, and where we can substantially upgrade a plethora of weapons throughout the game, improving things like damage, fire rate, and even granting some unique effects altogether. And with us previously overcoming the rut of early game, destroying our first bosses with our explosive Undertaker, and then getting the most insane pre-hardened weapon upgrade I've ever seen, I guess it was time to go the extra mile and see if we could defeat Skeletron. Alright, let's get straight into it, I guess. 15k now left to go, folks. Ooh. As mentioned, Skeletron was in fact our next objective, with our offense looking to be in a pretty good state for this boss.
The most overpowered thing.
So, after spending a bit of time building an arena and treating myself to a spot of pre-aim training,
Dude, what?
we were all ready to go. And just like that, the fight was underway. Now, interestingly, I thought our pseudo-death sickle would be absolutely perfect for this fight. But you know, due to the way these projectiles linger, it wasn't actually that overpowered. So we do actually have to switch between our Undertaker quite a bit during this fight, which is great to still be relevant, I guess. Oh, and if you were wondering how the actual fight was going...
There you go, one down. Can we get the other?
Well, let's just say all was swell, as regardless of which upgraded weapon we used, we had a solid damage output, which combined with our high armor and health, meant this fight was an absolute doddle. And when you look at that, Skeletron was in fact down.
And you're dead, sire.
Nice one. And to put the cherry on the cake, had rewarded us with the best boss drop I could have possibly asked for. Yeah, with only a 33% drop rate, the Book of Skulls was in fact an already great weapon we could upgrade even further. Before all that though, we were still extremely poor, and before delving headfirst into our dungeon of potential riches, I wanted to give it our best shot by getting fully geared up beforehand. Which after heading to our jungle for the first time, bloody spoiled us with so many riches. Like, genuinely, if I knew about this place earlier, it would have had such a damn easy early game, with not only the perfect chest loot just everywhere for some reason, but also an excess of live crystals, which nicely got us up to cap in a jiffy. Sweet. And so with our little jungle venture complete, and a nice-ish amount of money accumulated, I guess it was time to go full-on and pillage our dungeon. Now then, after looking forward a tad, there were actually a bunch of potential weapon upgrades we could obtain from here, so it was crucial that we looted this thing top to bottom, which, you know, with our insane vengeful spirit staff in hand,
Oh, what a perfect weapon. Ow.
would not be a problem at all, as despite its subpar performance against Skeletron earlier, its crowd controlling abilities were unmatched, and let's not forget just how insane being able to shoot through walls are this early. Oh, and just like that, after getting a few repeats, we could now take one potential weapon upgrade off the list, the Aqua Scepter, which in all seriousness could be our wall of flesh killing weapon. That's way too early to decide on though, because we still hadn't even scratched the surface of what could be upgraded.
The handgun will pretty much always be the last chest you open for reasons of something. It'll be on the wiki.
Which not long after our first success was quickly followed by a beautiful handgun, which if you hadn't guessed yet, could be upgraded another 2 times thanks to the Phoenix Blaster. Definitely something to consider. So I guess, with the dungeon providing exactly what we needed, let's get out of there and review our financial situation, which although looked pretty poor right now, was all pending in the forms of suspicious looking eyes.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, all those chests had given us an absolute motherload. And so with plenty of nights still remaining, let's fund our next upgrade by grinding the living hell out of the eye, which with better weapons than ever before in hand was just pure bliss, and literally within 2 or 3 minutes had all 5 eyes down. This was just what we were looking for at this point, as we were seriously beginning to collect more potential weapons to upgrade than we knew what to do with. So, what would be our next one right now? Well, after looking through our options, while an upgraded Aqua Scepter would be insane, I had other plans for the wall.
I'm gonna do this. Screw it.
And really wanted to use the Book of Skulls, as I don't think I ever actually have.
Necrovision.
And damn, I think I made the right choice here, as this thing was now dealing about 30% more damage for half the mana cost. Yep, that's the real kicker.
And like, because they're upgraded, the mana consumption's not even that bad.
So, with our offensive abilities at an all-time high, what was next for us? Well, as mentioned, this wasn't actually all the weapon upgrades I had planned, as although the Book of Skulls was sweet, would not be ideal for the wall. Also, as you can see, it was about time we invested some of our money into things other than just weapon upgrades, as our mobility was seriously slacking. And so after utterly annihilating our goblin army, without a mana flower by the way, that upgrade is just nuts, we could finally have a chance of bumping into the con man himself.
Oh, hello, good sire.
Which, will you look at that, just minutes later in our jungle, decided to show his face.
Right, this is where we cry a bit.
Now, although spending all of our money on this stuff seemed counterproductive at this point, it would all come back around, as these accessories and reforges would help us defeat a few more bosses to get
we love
more
that, we love
rich.
that.
Oh, and I did decide to pivot full mage now, I guess.
Oh, we love that. Alright.
Okay, heading back to our underground jungle, if you hadn't guessed, I wanted to get a queen bee kill, which really was probably the one boss I usually completely miss, as I'm not too fussed about her drops. However, with the bee gun having a potential upgrade for us,
Ow.
I figured why not? And goddamn, although I was a little rusty at this fight to say the least, our budget death sickle did all the heavy lifting for us, with it being absolutely perfect for such a close quarters boss fight, which combined with our newly obtained necrovision book meant the poor old queen was getting absolutely destroyed.
Nice.
Boom, another boss down. And will you look at that, guys? Another potential Wall of Flesh murdering upgrade. We'll keep this one in mind, I guess. As once again, while we may have had the options, we definitely did not have the funding to keep up. Like, we're just spoiled for choice at this point. So I guess, in the meantime, let's just get our elevator mind, head to the underworld,
And welcome to hell.
and obtain plenty of hellstone while we plan for our near future. Which didn't really help, as while down there, we once again kept bumping into more awesome weapons I'd love to see upgraded. I guess we can't have them all though, and I had to make a decision soon, which luckily took me so long to decide was decided for me by the Terraria gods.
Oh, yes! We got it so quick, dude.
Oh yeah, the already insanely busted Demon Scythe could and would be upgraded even further for our Wall of Flesh kill. Like, how could we not? I never get this thing. So, now we have the vision, let's at the very least stick to our guns and upgrade our Phoenix Blaster we planned earlier, as although the Demon Scythe would be great, wouldn't hurt from having an alternative to switch through when low on mana. And luckily, we really weren't that far off getting both upgrades bought anyway, with a few more Eye of Cthulhu kills basically getting us all the money we needed. Oh, also, since the weather turned, I figured that would be the absolutely perfect point for a Deerclops kill, and would just get us over that finishing line for our final pre-hard mode upgrades.
Come on, big lad.
So, after making a little bit of a mockery of him, I tell a lie, this fight can't upload because it's meant for melee, we finally had enough money to upgrade our beloved Demon Scythe at our Pack-a-Punch machine, which looking at those stats would be absolutely divine for us going forward, and that's not even mentioning the fact it only costs 6 mana now. Okay, with our god weapon in hand and re-rolled accordingly, I guess it was time to head back to hell
Here we
and prep
go.
for the big occasion, which after buffing up was ready to... Oh, for flipping hell. Okay, guys, seriously. How the hell do I dictate which way the walls spawn? This has happened every freaking playthrough. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, what the hell?
Because at the other end of the platform, it was time for our actual, genuine first
we go.
attempt. Because that last one never happened. Okay, let's do this. Starting off, as you'd expect, our Hell's Lawnmower was excellent at dealing with the hungry and swiftly getting onto the main eyes, which just in time allowed us to switch to our overclocked Phoenix Blaster and deal even more damage than you could normally deal with his already busted combo.
Yeah, that damage is nuts.
And well, what can I say? Because aside from our ludicrous money equals power wall kill, this was at least our second best, and maybe even a bit smoother. as even with our potion sickness starting to stack, nothing mattered.
Yeah, this is just a flipping cakewalk, dude.
Because before the wall's super speed could even catch up to us, he was dead.
GG.
Damn. Yeah, I'm kinda glad I took so long deciding what to upgrade, because that was literally the perfect combo for us. And of course, the stakes had just got a lot higher, as it was time to upgrade hard mode gear.